reigns supreme, and after today, only one will be standing tall like a tree or chopping away at one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Golden Bears offense will have the football first. The Bears put a whipping on Stanford the last time these two teams met, blowing out the Cardinals.
Blowing them out, creating momentum, creating mojo, getting the bragging rights in this rivalry. That is always something Cal fans look forward to. Giving it to Stanford fans for a whole year, especially when you beat them down.
Yeah, it just seemed for Cal last year like that was personal to them, right? They were so angry heading into that game. They wanted to make an example of their rival, and that's the way it should be every year for both these teams. That's what rivalry games are. It is personal, not just for the players, but for the fans as well.
Off the boot, looking for his man. On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turtle at the 47.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Working that left side. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Snap in the shotgun. He's got it. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Cal! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air, it's Dahl. Quick completion on the outlet. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got the quick pass. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! The extra point here would tie the game.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab. It's Williams. The spin. Still on his feet. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
He's loose. Touchdown, Golden Bear. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Looking downfield, it's Dahl. Using the quick game. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. There's always one thing sure to get the juices flowing for the Cardinal and the sturdy Golden Bears, and that's anything to do with the axe, guys.
Yeah, and the trophy games are fun. It's not a real axe, by the way. It's kind of a trophy with an axe on it. But this means something to them. It means something to the fans. All the pranks, all the history behind it.
Yeah, it's really actually more of a plaque, which is interesting. But regardless, it doesn't matter what the records are between these two teams. Stanford and Cal, it comes down to this game. This is bragging rights, not just today, but for the rest of the year.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Lofts one high and deep. And into the end zone he goes. extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to the well. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the right. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's going to run it. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Hands it off on the counter. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cal!
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease. It's Kyle. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Dahl. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Wide open downfield. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights.
There we go! And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. And the Golden Bears are in the hurry-up. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Short gain on the completion. Good footwork. Gets him the first down. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams.
This rivalry dates back to 1892, a mere 90 years before perhaps the most memorable play in college football history as Cal ran through the band on the field.
And that's a play they'll be talking about for another 250 years, no doubt. It's sort of synonymous with this rivalry between Cal and Stanford. And you never know. You never know any given year there's going to be a play that's just going to jump out at you, David, something you'll hold on to.
And I think one of the cool nuggets about this series, the big game in 1982, the band running on the field, the one y'all referenced, every year whoever has the Axe trophy, they change the score of that game. That's how petty this rivalry is. We just change history, change scores. I love it.
He works the middle. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Dahl. With the catch, it's Kyle.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play at center.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. They just keep firing. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
It's complete on the right side. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Got the first himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got it on the run. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Cal! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Dog. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, a lot of space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Oh, they're after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. That gets them back to within 10.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. He tries to take the top off. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, massive expectations when the axe is on the line. And through 2 quarters, Cal and Stanford have not disappointed. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Cal and Stanford plays out.
Finds his big tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. On the run, it's Kyle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll run play action. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
And they can't make the connection.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Right on the money. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Converts on 4th down, still going. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. And he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Down the seam. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
And the Golden Bears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Golden Bears! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Dropping back, it's Dahl. Lofts one deep down the right side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Stanford! Once he got some room, it was over.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flips it out to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Golden Bears want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. He makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's got it. 1st down and more. On the move at the 30. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cal! The Bears have pushed out to a comfortable. And now have their eyes on grabbing the axe.
And you know in any rivalry game, momentum is a massive factor. Cal right now seems to be seizing on that, David, here in the second half. Let's see if they can close this out.
And I love you gave me professional analysis, but let's get back to what Reese Davis said. It's not really an axe, Reese. It's actually a trophy that has an axe on it. So they're not going to grab an actual axe. And just any chance I get to call out Reese Davis for being wrong, I'm going to do it.
Under fire. Makes the grab on the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Takes the handoff. It's Kyle. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Dahl. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off play action on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Kyle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. High quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half, it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Now he's going to break the pocket. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Dahl. Bought a little time, lets it go. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Takes it the other way. The 20. Touchdown, Golden Bears. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Duke is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 15 to SMU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Now the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kyle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extreme.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Stanford quickly to the line.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Lots of running room. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these 4th down pass plays are just designed to pick up the first. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense.
Continues to fight for yards. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Back to throw, it's Dahl. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without... Touchdown, Stanford! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up with the onside kick. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
The play-action fake. Zings it complete to the right. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Got some room, entered to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cal! They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, and I think you feel confident that...
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Lowers those pads.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to throw, it's Dahl. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Shoots it to the left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Golden Bear! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. And the timing just a hair off. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Dahl. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play.
Touchdown, Cal! And the punishment has been extended.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Looking for a man. It's Dahl. Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass will be incomplete. Looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. The game is over. The band is not on the field, and it is the sturdy Golden Bears who will come home with the coveted axe after beating Stanford. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.